Hi, everyone. I'm retired meteorologist Pat Prokop, and today is a hot Monday, July 28th. And the question a lot of people have been asking me, when will this heat wave finish? When will it be done? And when will the cooler air get here? Well, how about less hot air get here? And there is an end in sight. So first of all, let's just see how hot it is outside. And let's bring up that map right now. And there it is. And looking at the radar summary, from my website, savannahpat.name. I also put on the current temperatures on the radar images, and there you can see all the temperatures in the upper 90s to the lower 100s across the area. Now, my thermometer right here is a little bit off at the moment. It's reading 107. It's not quite that hot, but still, it's hot enough. Over at the Savannah International Airport, it was 97, 98, 99 this afternoon. Now it's down to 97. And we can see other temperatures in the upper 90s and lower 100s. How about the current conditions right now? There they are again on my website, savannahpat.name. Those values are in the upper 90s. Now, the reports from Hunter and Hinesville, the Fort Stewart area, the military bases for some reason haven't been reporting for the last 3 or 4 hours. So we got some weird values there. But anyway, 100 degrees in Reedsville right now, and Dublin at 100, along with Brunswick. St. Simon's Island 97, but the dew point is way up there at 81, generating a heat index on the island of 119 degrees. Compare that to the heat index here in Savannah of 106. It was 110 earlier this afternoon. And over at Metter, that heat index 112. And continuing to look across the area, Waycross at 100 degrees. And over into South Carolina, Columbia sitting at 100. Hilton Head Island, well, 93 degrees, but the heat index 110. High humidity, of course, being on the coast. And over in Beaufort, about the same, 97 with a heat index of 113. These are the 3 o'clock readings. So, the values are usually maxed out between 4 and 5 o'clock. So, a very hot day. Now, let's take a look at the I want to look at the map at about 20,000 feet above the surface, roughly that area. It's called the 500 millibar surface. And this right here, that is your heat dome. And you can see it covers a large portion of the central and southern plains into the southeast United States. And off to the north, there's a jet stream moving, the northern jet or the polar jet. That eventually is going to work its way southward, and it's going to ease our conditions. So let's put this into motion. I can show it to you. And the high pressure or the heat dome maxes out tonight and then begins to erode throughout the day tomorrow, going into Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. It erodes, and that trough to the northeast of us begins to slip further southward. That means cooler temperature. Let's rephrase that. Less hot temperatures will be moving into our region associated with this trough of low pressure. All right, let's take a look at the conditions for the next 6 to 10 days. And it's going to be hot for the rest of this week, but going into the beginning of August, August 3rd through August 7th, the valid time for this forecast is averaging temperatures to average to below normal across the Mid-Atlantic coastal states to a large portion of South Carolina and around or slightly below normal in and around most of Georgia, and then extreme South Georgia right around normal. Normal high for this time of the year is 92 degrees. And looks like it's going to get wet too. Well, we could use that rain. Above normal rainfall is expected for this period. That's for next week. And then going into the 8 to 14 day forecast, this is for August 5th through August 11th. Well, back to above normal, but not way above normal. Normal high is going to be eroding just a little bit. Normal high by this period will be 91, and slightly above that in the low to middle 90s for the highs, not lower 100s like we're seeing right now. All right, I want to look at something else over here. This is a satellite view. And we are seeing some thunder showers in the central Savannah River area. That might work its way southward across the Savannah River into the Savannah, Bluffton, Hilton Head area, maybe even to Hinesville before it diminishes. Anyway, I'm more concerned about what's going on in the tropical Atlantic Ocean. Here we have it right over in this vicinity here. And got some waves continuing to move off the coast of Africa. And this wave here continues to progress off to the west, showing a little bit of better organization than the previous waves. And we're going to start seeing that as the waves continue to move off the coast of Africa throughout the month of August. You're going to see better definition and better organization. And you're probably going to start seeing some tropical depressions, tropical storms. And, of course, we're going to see hurricanes before the end of August. So August is going to be an interesting month. And, of course, September is the peak of the hurricane season. But right now, nothing of great interest to worry about. The computer models, let's take a look at that. There they are from Tropical Tidbits, a great place to get weather model information. And you can see nothing much going on. There's that wave right there. And it's trying to form an area of low pressure. And as I continue to motion, that washes out. A weak tropical wave continues to progress eastward in through the, westward from the eastern Atlantic into the Caribbean Sea and then over into the Bahamas, perhaps as a wave, but then it just kind of like washes out. So, and then we're seeing other waves moving off the coast of Africa, but no signs of any major development associated with these waves. There's another one coming off. This is for the next 2 weeks. And again, once you pass 10 days on these forecast models, and this is day 15, you're really straining your neck to get any validity out of these models. All right. The National Hurricane Center says, well, yeah, nothing to worry about for the next 7 days. Okay, let's put that to rest. And let's go back to my website. Again, this is just a short video for today. And there's my wacky weather station. It doesn't do well in the hot conditions right now. Anyway, there's the forecast. Still very hot. In the low hundreds, perhaps before the day's over on Monday. Back to Tuesday, 96 degrees for the high. Temperature is only about 80 for the low, upper 70s to around 80 for the low. But then come Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to start seeing a chance for those showers and thunderstorms. Actually, there's a 60% chance for thunderstorms on Tuesday, tomorrow. But then going into the weekend, we're still hot by the end of the week, rather. 98 on Thursday, 97 on Friday. And those heat index values, Thursday, 106 to 112 on Friday, 107 to 113 on Thursday. And then we get into Saturday. That trough aloft to the north of us will be sliding southward, and that'll be causing temperatures to drop somewhat. 91 degrees for the high. 80% probability of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, and again on Sunday. Look at the high on Sunday, below 90 degrees, but it will be humid. 88 degrees for the high on Sunday, and then going into Monday, high around 90 degrees. It's down over here. And my 6-week weather outlook calling for this week averaging above the normal, then next week below the normal, around normal or below normal temperatures for our area, and above normal precipitation. Normal high is 92, normal low is 73, and 1.5 inches of rain is normal for the entire week. We'll probably get more than that. And then going into week 3, August 12th through August 18th, slightly above normal, and then for the next several days, weeks actually, into August, going into September. The outlook is calling for temperatures to average slightly above the normal for this time of the year. But then again, normal high begins to drop each week. 89 degrees by August 26th, 88 degrees by September 2nd. All right, well, stay cool, and that's a challenge, but it'll be a little bit easier by the time this week can come. So there is an end in sight to this heat dome. We still have 3 or 4 more days of very hot temperatures, and then by Saturday, we're going to start cooling off. So something to look forward to and nothing to worry about at the moment in the tropics. So with that being said, see you later. Bye.